Hey there, today I'm going to be showing you 5 new no-bake desserts. These no-bake desserts are perfect for this time of year because of course they don't require any heat and they're so easy to make. So I hope you enjoy it and let's go get started. To kick us off today, we are making this amazing raspberry lemon cheesecake. To my big bowl, I added in 16 ounces of cream cheese that was a little bit softened. I just softened it in my microwave. And then I added in a half a cup of powdered sugar. I beat these two ingredients together until it was nice and smooth. At this point, you are going to add in the juice from 1 lemon. You could always add in more or less lemon juice depending on how lemony you want it to be tasting. After I mixed this well, I added in our 1 cup of whipped topping and then I gave this a little stir. After this point, I added in our raspberries. I just added in 1 cup of those raspberries that I mashed, then I stirred everything to combine. Just to make things extra easy on myself, I bought a pre-made graham cracker pie crust, or you can make your own pie crust, whatever you prefer. I added that cheesecake filling right into that pie crust, and you are going to want to refrigerate this for at least 2 hours so it could set up. Here's the finished product. I topped mine with a little bit of Ready Whip, lemon zest, and fresh raspberries. This is the most beautiful cheesecake and it is absolutely so delicious. You will love it and it is really easy to make. Now we're making these monster cookie bars, so to begin, to my glass bowl, I'm going to be adding a half a cup of all-purpose flour, and since all-purpose flour isn't considered to be sanitized and clean, I am going to be microwaving it for 1 minute just to kill any bacteria that might be in the flour since we're not baking these bars. After our flour was out of the microwave, I set it to the side to cool down. Now into this large bowl, I added a half a cup of melted butter, a fourth a cup of brown sugar, and a half a cup of regular sugar. You are going to beat these 3 ingredients together. After I added in our 1 cup of creamy peanut butter and I mixed this well, I added in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract along with our flour, and I gave this a really good stir until it was nice and smooth. At this point, we are adding in our 2 cups of old-fashioned oats. I do like to add the oats in 1 cup at a time, just because it's easier to stir them in that way. But after our oats were well incorporated, I added in about 3/4 cup of mini M&Ms, or you could use mini chocolate chips, whatever you prefer. Just give this a really good mix, and then I brought out my 8x8 baking dish, and I lined my baking dish with aluminum foil, and I sprayed it with nonstick spray. You are going to add this monster cookie mixture right in there and press it down and make it as even as possible. I placed these monster bars in the refrigerator to start chilling while I worked on the chocolate mixture. So right here I have about 1.25 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I added 1/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream to those chocolate chips, and I microwaved it for about 30 seconds at a time, stirring it after every time until the chocolate was melted. And then I pulled the bars out of the fridge and I spread the chocolate over the top. Over the top of the chocolate, I sprinkled some M&Ms on top, and then I placed this in the refrigerator to chill for about an hour, and then it was time to enjoy them. Here's what the monster bars look like after I cut them up. These are the perfect no-bake dessert. The chocolate on the top hardens in the refrigerator, so it's kind of like a shell on top, and the oat mixture on the inside is just so perfect. I'm sure you will devour these just like we do. Now we're making this double berry red, white, and blue no-bake lasagna. We are going to be starting on the crust first. So to my food processor, I added in 14 ounces of golden Oreos. If you don't have a food processor or a blender, you could do this in a large Ziploc bag. Just add the Oreos in there and crush them up until they are very fine. And I'm doing the same with the food processor, of course. I'm just crushing them up until they're fine. Now I added in a half a cup of melted butter and and you are going to continue to process this to incorporate the butter in with the Oreos. I pulled out my 9x13 baking dish and I added our Oreo mixture right in there. Then I pressed it down to kind of form a crust. I do want to let you know, all of these recipes, especially this one today, are very easy to double for more people or half. But anyways, I set the crust to the side. We're going to be starting on the red strawberry layer now. In my mixing bowl, I have 2/3 cup of boiling water. Then I added our box packet of strawberry jello. I whisked this all together so the packet of strawberry jello could get incorporated with the water. After I was through with that, I added in our 5 ounces of strawberry Greek yogurt. I just whisked that in. I have about 1.5 cups of fresh strawberries that I sliced. I added those in along with an 8-ounce container of whipped topping, or you could use Cool Whip, it's the same thing. I'm going to stir these ingredients together. Over the Oreo crust, we are going to be adding our red strawberry layer. Just spread it out as even as possible. Then I place this in the refrigerator to chill for about 30 minutes, just so this layer could set up because we don't want our layers merging together. But while that's in the fridge, we're going to start on the white cheesecake layer. So I added in this bowl 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Next, I added 1/2 cup of butter. Then I melted 1 cup of powdered sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You are going to beat these ingredients together. The very last thing I added in was 6 ounces of whipped topping. I gave this a stir to incorporate it, and then I spread it over the top of the red strawberry layer. I set this in the refrigerator to chill for about 30 minutes. Now we're going to begin on the blueberry layer. So to this bowl, I added our box of blue jello. Next, I added 2/3 cup of boiling water. I whisked this all together. Now we're going to be adding in 1 cup of blueberries that I just chopped. And we're also going to be adding in 5 ounces of vanilla Greek yogurt. Stir this all together. The very last thing we are doing is stirring in our 8-ounce container of whipped topping, and then you are going to spread this over the top of the cheesecake layer. I set this in my refrigerator to chill for about an hour so it could set up, and then it was time to serve it. I sprinkled the top with white chocolate shavings, fresh blueberries, and fresh strawberries, but that's optional. You don't have to do that. It just makes it more festive looking, I guess, but this is out of this world good. I love the beautiful layers, and it is perfect for the 4th of July. Now we're making our hard shell peanut butter chocolate pie, and this one has to be one of my all-time favorite desserts. To begin, we're going to start on the crust, so we're using Oreo cookies for the crust. I used about 10 ounces of those, so not quite the entire box. As you see, I'm just breaking those Oreos up with my rolling pin, or you could use a food processor to crush those Oreos up like we did earlier. Once they were crushed up, I added in 1/4 cup of softened butter, and I gave this a really good shake to coat the Oreos with the butter. I have my 9-inch pie pan, or you could use a 9x13 baking dish, and I poured our Oreo mixture in there and I pressed it down and kind of pressed it up on the edges to form a crust. I do also want to let you know all the products that I'm using in today's video. I'll try to leave them linked all for you in my Amazon store in the description box. I set that to the side. We are going to start on the pie filling now. So in this bowl, I added 1 cup of creamy peanut butter along with 5 ounces of cream cheese that I softened. Just beat these 2 ingredients, and then after I was finished beating those ingredients up, I added in 8 ounces of whipped topping, and I beat the whipped topping in with the peanut butter and the cream cheese. Now that our peanut butter filling looks like this, we are going to spread it out on the inside of our pie dish, just like this. And then I am going to set this in the refrigerator to chill while we work on the chocolate topping. I have a microwave safe bowl right here. To the bowl, I added 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips and 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. I microwaved this for about 30 seconds at a time, stirring it after every time until the chocolate was nice and melty like this. Now I'm spreading it over the top of our filling, and I'm going to put this in the fridge to chill for at least an hour. Like I said previously, this one is definitely one of my all-time favorite desserts just because the chocolate topping on the top is like nice and crunchy and hard. It has the perfect texture. And then the center filling of the pie is nice and creamy, and that crust is spot on. Beautifully delicious. We love this dessert. Now we're making this refreshing fruit salad. To my big bowl, I'm adding about 12 ounces of whipped topping. After I added that whipped topping in, I added a 3-ounce box of cheesecake pudding mix, just one of these little powder boxes. Next, I'm adding 12 ounces of strawberry yogurt. It's about 2 of these little containers. After that, add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and whisk this together. After everything was well incorporated together, I let this chill in the fridge for about an hour. After that hour, I added in our fresh fruit. So I'm adding in about 2 pints of fresh blueberries and about 1 pound of fresh strawberries that I cut into smaller pieces. I gave this a stir, and then it was time to enjoy it. My favorite way of eating this one is alongside of hamburgers at a barbecue, or you could serve it alongside of like ribs. It's just the perfect side dish, or you could also eat this as a dessert. It is really, really good, and I think this one will really surprise you. I have plenty more videos like this on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed down below the video so you don't miss any more in the future. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.